Okay, guys, we are live and ready for this amazing and beautiful reading. I have no doubt. Little bit of the reason for the delay. I got stuck in some traffic, last minute holiday shopping, and not just regular traffic, but traffic within the stores. So if you are out and about, please be careful and take deep breaths because I'll tell you, it was, as anticipated, it was kind of a little bit of a shit show. But what do you expect on the 23rd, right? So, yeah, it was quite eventful. So I had to get myself and my energy grounded and get myself to where I wasn't all scattered. And I, of course, woke up this morning congested. So I'm like, are you kidding me? Every year, I swear, I get sick. So I'm hoping it's not anything serious, but maybe it's just a little bit of a head cold. So cross my fingers, we're going to manifest that that's all this is. But so if you are out and about shopping, please be careful and please be mindful and just be kind. I swear, we're all out there trying to figure this shit out, right? But I'm super excited for tonight. In a moment here, I'm going to bring on Stacy Nelson. And Stacy is the winner of the giveaway, I guess, if you will, for the Christmas free reading. And I kind of called it, if I can talk, healing through the holidays. As we know, this time of year is so hard. With, when we have loved ones in spirit. My mom passed away 13 years ago. My dad passed away 9 years ago. And, my dad played Santa Claus. So this time of year is always so sensitive for me. It's a sensitive time for me. And it's so hard, no matter who you have on the other side. The holidays are always, it's a tough one. I'll just say that, but I'm going to get teary-eyed already. So what I wanted to do, I was sitting there, just kind of my mind going like crazy. And I thought, I want to do a giveaway for the holidays. And I'm going to be honest, I woke up this morning feeling congested and going, oh my God, I gotta be in good health for tonight. I've got to do this, and then I've got, you guys don't laugh. I literally, my two front teeth are breaking. And so I kind of laughed and said, oh my God, I'm going to ask for my two front teeth for Christmas. I'm hanging on. It's so far so good, but I'm going to have to go in and get probably crowns on the two front teeth here. So, which has kind of made it sad. I've kind of gotten a little bit sad and teary-eyed, and like my dentist said that I'm losing the bone, which is a very hereditary thing. My mom had a really hard time with her teeth, and I inherited that fun part of that. But so anyway, I thought, well, maybe this is from the my teeth on the two top causing, maybe congestion or whatever it may be. So, but yeah, it's fun. It's fun getting old. So, anyhow, so going back, like I said, I wanted to do a giveaway, and I had I sent it out there, and we had over 30 submissions. So 30 nominations, 30, a little over 30, I believe, that had submitted their stories of why they were nominating whoever it was they were nominating. And I was just so amazed and just felt so much love from so many. And I'll tell you, it was not easy. It was so hard, to know and pick. But I had to take some time, and I had to really focus on, my gifts, if you will. And so after reading all of them and seeing all the submissions, I chose Stacy. Now, a little transparency about Stacy. So Stacy, I'm going to be bringing her on here in a minute, but she is the sister of a friend of mine. Melanie is her sister, and Melanie's daughter danced with my youngest, JC, this years ago. And so I know a little bit about their story, and I know a little bit about Stacy's story, but to be honest, I don't know all of it. I do know that, and I'll go more into this when I bring her on, but years ago, I was with Melanie doing a reading, and not knowing that her dad had passed away, and not knowing that her dad actually went missing. He went fishing one year, and I think it was 20 some odd years ago, and never came back home, never was found. And so they didn't know if he drowned, they didn't know if he just up and left. And so I did a reading for Melanie, and had let her know I felt he was in spirit, and went into the whole reading of what I felt that her dad was showing me during the reading. So one of the things I had mentioned in Melanie's reading was that I knew that they were going to find the remains of her dad. And so Melanie has two sisters, Stephanie and Stacy, and they are twins. And I met them through Melanie, and they've come to several of my events. And just this year, they found the remains of their dad in the Fish Lake area where he was fishing. And not to get into any kind of real, maybe gruesome detail, but I'll just say they found a foot, actually still with the shoe, and they submitted the remains, and one of the twins went and submitted their DNA and come back that this was their dad. So they got some closure, but they had to grieve all over again in a different way this year, right? I mean, I can't even imagine. So so they had to process that. And so all of them, have gone through that, of course, including Stacy. And then Stacy had some other just unfortunate things come up, like, having some problems with one of her kids, more than just what we all go through. So, but then she also had totaled her car in an accident. And then the day before Thanksgiving, Stacy's, I'm just going to call him husband, they weren't married, but they were together a really long time, was unfortunately in a motorcycle accident, and which had killed him, from what I understand, instantly. I don't know the details behind the accident, so this is where I don't read. I don't have time to get into Facebook or read details. Matter of fact, I didn't even know they had all come to my event at Callie's, and which was right after, I think it was a week after Stacy's husband had passed, and we weren't able to, unfortunately, channel her husband at the time. So, which is pretty common. It was only about a week since he had been in the accident. So, yeah, it just, I can't even imagine and wrap my head around what she's going through, and everything that's happened this year. I mean, we've all been, through a rough year this year. But so for me, it was really, I don't want to say a no-brainer, but for me, I just felt that there was a pull. There was some, call it spirit, call it energy, I don't care what you call it, but I just really wanted to do this for Stacy. So, so tonight is going to be a reading just for Stacy. So she's going to be coming on live. Now, you guys, you're more than welcome to comment if you'd like. Only if you're wanting to contribute to the reading, in a sense of, sending Stacy good wishes, well wishes. This tonight is not a reading for everybody. It's just the reading I'm doing for Stacy. So, but if you guys just want to hold your comments, and sit back and just enjoy the energy and the reading and just I tell people, even though the reading isn't directly for you, but there will be things that come up that spirit will piggyback off of. And so there may be things that come up and you're like, gosh, actually, that sounds so familiar. And if it does, then please, please, please know that it is also for you. So it's one of those things where I always say, like, as one of my favorite mediums I watch, his name is David the Medium. He says the spiritual Wi-Fi it's huge. It can go, very wide. So just kind of, watch and see if anything does resonate. But I'm going to bring on Stacy and we're going to chat a little bit, but then we're really going to get into this reading. It took me a minute to get started, like I said earlier, because I didn't get home and from some crazy traffic, but also as I've been in here meditating and getting myself ready and getting myself grounded, the minute that I had, and I always do this, I say that I'm welcoming any souls that walk within God's white light to come in and use my energy. And I also welcome any souls directly connected with Stacy and her family. So the minute that I gave them permission to use my energy, it was just tons of beautiful energy. So as we call them, downloads. And I cannot wait. So have your tissues ready. I have mine. And we're going to bring on Stacy here. So let's cross our fingers and hopefully that we don't have any crazy stuff. Go on, okay. All righty. I think we're good. Hi, Stacy.
Hi, Stephanie. How are you?
Oh, hang on, hon. Let me turn my volume. Now I'm already having problems. Hang on, hon. Let's see there. Okay, can you hear me, hon?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, here we go. Yep, now I can hear you. I thought, oh my God.
I also have a cold.
Oh, you do? It's your fault.
Probably.
I'm channeling your energy. You gave it to me, dang it.
Yeah, you don't want it. It hasn't been great.
Oh, I generally am pretty good about not getting sick, but the last time I got sick was right before Halloween, a little bit before. It was before I was getting ready to go to New Jersey and on our trip we were doing. And I thought, I've got to get better, but I was so sick. I had influenza A. I'm pretty sure I had a sinus infection, and I also had bronchitis. I mean, I thought, go big. Yeah, go big or go home.
Right.
I thought, see, that's just how I am. I can't do anything normal.
I hear that.
It's just, and so I woke up this morning and I knew like I might be a little warm, but it was all like in my throat and then congestion. So I thought, oh my God. So I've been, pumping down the, the immunity booster stuff, right? There's one I love to take. Have you heard of that oscillococcinum?
I have not.
I had not heard of it till a friend told me, and I like it better than like Airborne. It's so much better. So it seems to work. I don't know, but it's like homeopathic. It's not so, heavy medication, but cross our fingers.
Right.
Yeah, I'm always sick on the holidays. But, I think that even when our, when we're stressed, it just causes our immune system to shut down anyways. And I feel like that's when we always end up getting sick, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm sure that's why that, that you've gotten sick too. And I can't imagine everything that you're going through, hon. But I just, first of all, want to thank you for first being patient and knowing that it took me some time to get myself ready. But I promise that I always tell people it's worth waiting and not letting me, rush anything, Um, it was just, I was just telling everybody, I don't know, I think you might have been able to hear when I was getting
Yeah.
to bring you on, but um, just, I could not believe over 30 something nominations. And I didn't even count, I counted the nominations for you once. So if I counted the nomination for you all together, we probably had over 40.
Oh,
It was,
that's
it was so beautiful.
kind.
It was so sweet. I had so many people emailing and messaging, and I was like, "Wow, you've got a beautiful support system, hon. Beautiful."
I do have supportive people. I am
Yeah,
grateful.
yeah, you are very much so. And um, this is where I just knew. I thought with everything that you've gone through this year, and being so right before the holidays, it's never easy, my friend. And one thing people would always say to me when my mom had passed and my dad is that it gets easier. And I said, no, it doesn't get easier. It gets to where we just learn to live without them. We just manage, I guess. Um, so uh, I just hope that whoever comes through tonight, whatever comes through with your reading, hun, my hope is that when we are done, that you received some healing, some comfort.
Thank you.
And that's all I hope. You're welcome, hun. You're so welcome. And thank you for being vulnerable and allowing us to share with all these people. I know
Yeah.
it's not easy. I know. Um, well, and like I was saying earlier, that when you guys had come to my event at Kelly's, I I I knew that someone had passed in the family, but I didn't even know who it was. And then,
Right.
when you guys had told me, when you told me it was your husband, we're just going to call him husband. So pretty much was. That I mean, I didn't even know that that's who it was,
Right.
and I had hoped so much that we could get something, and I think we were kind of getting a little bit towards the end. But like I was saying, with it being such just I think a week, wasn't it? A week after he
I
passed.
think it was like 5 days.
Oh gosh, so not even a week.
And
Okay.
maybe even less because
Yeah.
he passed that Tuesday night. And I think your thing was on Friday.
Oh, yeah, so very much. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And yeah. So it's not it didn't surprise me we didn't get him to come through, but I thought
Right.
it's all about divine timing. So I just thought tonight is gonna be, in my opinion, perfect. So um
Hopes.
yeah, me too, honey. Me too. And this, and just so I can let people know that are on that with my readings, I never can guarantee who comes through. I'm not one of those mediums
Right.
that's going to be like, oh yeah, he's here, or they're here, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But all I can say is whoever comes through is meant to be here.
Right.
It's all about that. Okay. All right, honey. So let's go ahead and get started. So just like a normal reading, if you did a reading over Zoom, and I probably should have mentioned this earlier, but maybe it's good that it's kind of not planned. But what I need from you, hon, is 3 numbers between, now these will be through 1 and 76. And that'll connect us with your first 3 cards. So whenever you're ready, I'll take those for you.
Okay. 10, 26, and 11.
Okay. All right. 10, 26, and 11. Okay. All right, my friend. I'm going to count this out. Well, you sound like I did right before Halloween. That was the
Yeah.
same crap I had.
Yeah, it's been a
Awful.
few days. I keep hoping
Yeah.
it's going to get better, but it's miserable.
Yeah. Well, I hope yours doesn't last as long as mine did. Mine lasted about 5 weeks. I was so pissed.
I hope not. It's already been like 4 days.
Okay, well, we're gonna all send you good healing energy.
Thank you.
Okay, 6, 26. Okay. I'm already sweating. That's always a good sign.
Oh, good.
Sounds weird, but it really is. And if you ever throughout the reading, hun, if you ever just need a break, if you need a moment, if you got to get water, just please do what you need to do, okay? Okay. All right, my friends. So now, okay. All right, so I'm going to show you the 3 cards that you pulled with your first 3 numbers here. What we're going to do, this is just going to be treated as if we were doing a regular private reading over Zoom. Nothing is changing. I'm going to connect with each one of the cards, and the beginning here is very kind of, I call it quick and dirty, but we're just going to get right down into it. I want to see how each card is kind of meshing with you and the energy. And this is just to make sure that you and I have a good psychic flow. You know, you might have brought some walls up. I might be off today. So I want to make sure we address that right away and not like 30 minutes into your reading. So, then once we connect with these cards, I'm going to put more in. Now, once we're done with the reading, hun, this is obviously recorded. You can go, it'll be on YouTube. It'll be on my Facebook. Facebook is like really dumb now. They delete videos after like 90 days. So if you're wanting to save this, I know, or 6 months or something. So, but YouTube will be on there, I think indefinitely, but either way, you'll have it. But if you want to save it just to be safe, I would suggest that. Okay. But then I will also take a picture of all the cards that is part of your reading, and I'll send that to you just so you can see them all together. Okay. Okay, hon. All right. So now, just because I am one that never assumes, I always want to get your energetic approval or okay. So, are you open to channeling your loved ones that have passed?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Okay.
Absolutely.
They want to hear it. I know what you're going to say, but they need to hear it. So, okay. All right, hon. So now your first card you pulled with your number 10. Now, this card is going to help me connect with some of the energy of the present. So for me, the present will be all of this, all of this year. So the present card came out of the deck upside down, which does not surprise me, considering everything that has been going on this year for sure. The card that you pulled is this Queen of Pentacles. And that did come out of the deck upside down, like I mentioned. So for those who might be watching and they're wondering what that means, and I know that you do, maybe others, but it's going to help us connect with your shadow work, which is really the things that you're working on, or the things that you know you need to work on to just try to live your best life. So we'll see what your shadow work is. And you may go, yes, I know. And I say, great, we're just connecting, but I'll give you some help and guidance too for that. Okay. All right. So then your number 26. Now this is going to connect us with the past. And you pulled this Judgment card. And that came out right side up. So when I go to the past, I just want to see what from your past is sitting with you today that's holding you back from living your best future. We're not going to go and dig up all your past shit, hun. We'll leave it there. Okay. We're just going to really pick up on what's right up front. Then your number 11, you pulled this Hanged Man card. Now that came out of the deck reversed as well, and that is going to connect us with the future. So when I start to connect with the future, the way I put this in perspective, it is a premonition or prediction, and that is it. So anything that I see coming, if it can be prevented and you want to, or avoid it, I should say, then I'm going to help you to avoid it. If it can't be avoided and it's inevitable, it's going to happen, then at least I want to prepare you for what's to come. So, but I tell people, you have free will choice. And so anything that I see coming future, your free will choice can change that up. So nothing's ever really set in stone. Okay. All right. Now that's really if we even get into that part, just because, you know, with the reason for the reading tonight and the whole just beautiful energy. And I know it sounds weird to say the beautiful energy of the holidays, but I really feel that, you know, right around these holidays or birthdays or anniversaries of passing, that the veil is so thin for those who we're wanting to hear from. So if we happen to get into, you know, the meaning of the card, we'll talk about it. But really, all I want to do is just hopefully get all of these beautiful souls to come in. So with that said, hun, let's talk about your present card. Now, this Queen of Pentacles you pulled that's upside down. Now, in looking at this year, and this is what I was mentioning earlier to those who are listening, that this year is really what I want to focus on. But knowing some of the things that, you know, that you've gone through, I want to look outside of that because I want to make sure that that we're connecting on that higher level. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I was saying, you know, I know that you guys have gone through so much with your dad and the, you know, the finding dad's right name, and really confirming that this is dad after 20 something years, right? Over 20 years.
28.
Oh gosh, almost 30 years. Wow. 28 years. And almost having to grieve again, you know, having to go through another form of grieving. And but also I would hope maybe even some closure, you know, which we never get closure, but just that little bit. You know, so I know that was the beginning of the year. And then I believe that this year, I know you were in an awful accident, a car accident. Is that right?
Yeah, it wasn't a bad accident, but it totaled my car.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's stressful enough, right?
Yeah.
Just to have
Nobody
to
was
do.
hurt,
Yeah.
fortunately,
Oh, good.
but it
Good.
did total
Good.
my car.
Gotcha. Okay. So, I mean, I think just, I mean, even with just those two that I mentioned, I mean, there's a lot going on this year for you. And as I mentioned to others, that the day before Thanksgiving, your beautiful, and we're going to call him husband. I know you guys weren't married, but and he was in a motorcycle accident. Is that right? The day before? Is that right?
The Tuesday night before.
Okay. Okay. So one thing that I want to tell you, when I saw this card come out and just knowing that what you've gone through this year, this Pentacle card you pulled and this Queen of Pentacle, the Pentacle is really something of value to you. So whatever it is you value in your life, and this Queen really is about focusing on yourself, I guess, if you will, putting yourself first as your first pentacle. It's really also focusing on what others would want for you to do for yourself. So, you know, this year has been a rough year for so many. It's been a rough year. This has been a year of a lot of endings. And some of them intentional endings and some unintentional. Anytime that we have things that happen in our life that we're not prepared for, you know, these things that were not our intention, they can really set us back quite a ways. And I mean, just everything that we just talked about obviously is things that you did not prepare for. One thing I'll tell you that I can't help but already feel is how this center card is so focused around you and needing to take care of you. Now, I don't think you need a medium to tell you that you know, that your dad and your husband obviously love you and care about you and want you to take care of you. When the card is upside down, that is where we're just not feeling that we are worthy, or we feel like things are just happening to us, you know, one after the other. And I truly feel that everything happens for us and not to us. And I know it's a cliche saying, and I know, and we'll never know the whys. We'll never know until we're on the other side, you know, with our loved ones. There's such a feeling of, now, granted, as I was telling everybody, in all transparency, I've met you, I know you, I consider you a friend. I don't know much about you and your life. And as a matter of fact, I didn't even really know if I knew much about your husband. But one thing that I'm getting already is the intent of you pulling that card as being a queen and taking care of yourself. Hang on, hon, I'm going to scribble for a minute because I'm already hearing something. Oh, you poor thing. Oh, I know. I feel your pain with that cough, by the way. It's exactly what I went through. Yeah. Okay, hon, let's see. Remind me your husband's name, though, hon.
Matt?
Matt, that's right. Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay. I'm just writing a few things down that I'm already hearing, so I want to make sure that okay. How do you connect with the number 12? I'm getting that coming up pretty strong. So December, the 12th of a month.
I don't know.
Okay, so keep in mind this will be connected to you and or someone in spirit, and keep your mind open of it. This could be, you know, anybody on the other side. So this can also be January 2nd. This can also be 2012, 12 years ago. This is kind of how they come in and start to give numbers. So if it doesn't resonate right away, hon, it's okay. I always say we just move forward. But I do want to have you keep that in mind, okay? Oh, hang on one second. I think I just heard that. How long were you and Matt together, hon?
Almost 8 years.
8 years. Okay. 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 I see what he's doing. Okay. I'm going to show you something with your cards already. I have a feeling I know about what 12 is, and really, I know it seems so obvious that we're in December and it would be this month, which it is connecting with this month. But as I'm looking at your card, something that I wanted to show you that I can't help but feel that he's doing this already. So your past card that you pulled, this Judgment card, and I'm going to talk more about that one and what this is. But the Judgment card might be hard to see, but it's the number 20. And then the way that numbers work within numerology for my readings, The future card that you pulled happens to be the number 12, but it is upside down. So the way this works is we minus that 12. And so the 12 is the future. The past is the 20, and so 20 take away 12 is the 8. This is where I kept feeling I need to talk about you too, and when you met or how long you've been together, where his way of starting to come in and want to validate this being him. So your center card you pulled, this queen, has no number, so that wouldn't even apply to us. So if anything, your first 3 cards equal the number 8, which would very much be 8 years, month of August, 8th of a month. This is kind of how things are already starting to flow, which is really cool to already start to see. What I find is very interesting is that the past card, this judgment card, now, of course, with everything that's happened with, Matt's passing and your dad, this might be hard for you to see, but in this card, you can see where she is kind of releasing, and it looks like her soul or spirit. And I know without a doubt, my friend, that his passing, even Dad's passing, 28 years ago, is really has felt like a piece of that has left you, right? What I find is interesting is that one thing I keep getting, whether it's from Matt already or your dad or whoever it may be, is why there's so much of the connection with the judgment connecting with you. I have to tell you something really quick. Sorry, I'm having a squirrel moment. I just looked, we have 28 people on, and I just got done talking about your dad and the 28 years that he's been gone, and we have 28 people. So here's some signs already, hon. It's so good. But why with the past, and I know whether it's connected to Matt or Dad, either or both, you holding on to some of that, that judgment or that regret, and one thing I feel a big part of this has to do with, hang on, before you say anything, I've just heard some. I love when the fur babies bark. They'll always react to, they'll feel that energy. Okay. Okay. I'm having a hard time hearing him or who this may be. I need to mention the month of March. What is March, hon?
I don't know.
Very specifically March. Birth month or death month?
No. Not for anybody I know.
I literally heard, yes, it's me. Hang on. March, which is, 9 months ago. Do you have, oh, Melanie just commented, I think. She said Chase.
Chase's stuff started in May.
Oh, in May. Is that your son, honey?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Okay. Or is Chase's birthday in March?
No, it's in November.
It's okay. 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 Okay, I'm going to put that aside for a minute, but they're not letting this go, and I'm not sure why. So, if something clicks, you let me know, hon, okay? Okay. Uh, there's um, there's a very interesting energy coming from, and again, I'm not quite sure if we have Dad, if we have Matt, or whoever it may be, but already they're they're showing me my husband. So my husband has this dad's joke book, and it's like you go through the book, and it's like these really ridiculous, awful dad jokes. Do you know? And I know that this may say, oh, this is dad. So, but it would have to be dad was really bad at dad jokes, or Matt was really bad at dad jokes, or like consistently was that way. Um, do you connect that with dad or with Matt?
Matt told jokes all the time.
Okay.
I always thought they were dumb jokes. He thought they were funny.
Okay.
Always.
Always. Yep. Okay. Where they would laugh at their damn jokes, but they just were so dry humor or just so
All the
stupid.
time.
All the time.
All the
Okay.
time. He thought it was so funny.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Three. Okay. How do you connect with? All of a sudden, Mel said they were terrible. I'm kind of laughing because I'm going to put more cards in. He's already, if this is Matt, I still want him to give me more, but I'm literally seeing one of those ring pops. You know, the ring pops that kids like to have, the suckers. Hang on a minute. I just got more with that. Sometimes these things come through so literal, and sometimes they come through more kind of figurative. So, do you know why I would be seeing that?
I'm not sure why.
Okay. Okay. Were you guys talking about marriage coming soon, or just never really was in the book, in the cards? No pun intended. You know. Yeah. By the way, that was not me. That was him. That's why I said they're really bad jokes.
Yeah.
The what I keep getting is the feeling of that it wouldn't have mattered if he would have given you a freaking ring pop. That it was the fact that it was his humor. It's just who he was. It's, it would be even as special, because there's such an emphasis already coming from him that, and this goes back to your past judgment card of wanting you to let go of any kind of guilt or regret that that you may have held you guys back from moving forward with the relationship. It's like he keeps saying that it didn't matter to him, but yet for me, as I feel, it was very much a even decided thing, but this man, as I already feel him, he just keeps showing me that, I mean, he would have put a damn ring pop on your finger if that's what it took, It was just kind of like that commitment regardless. And why a ring pop? I have no idea. I thought, is there more to this? But maybe it's just his funny personality and his humor. There's something about it, but he said not the blue one. I literally just heard not a blue one. Why not a blue one?
Good question.
You know how some people hate like flavoring, that's like like some people hate
Yeah.
artificial flavoring like banana, or
Yep.
turned your mouth blue. Hang on, I just heard more with that. Okay. 32. All right, slow down. Now he's bringing, I wonder if this has to do with your dad. Hang on. July. I need to talk about July or the 7th of a month. Again, lots of numbers coming up. Do you have 3 children, hun?
I have 2.
Okay, he's showing me 2 and 1. Now, did he have children?
No.
Okay,
I miscarried before my first son.
you did, hun. Okay, okay. All right. And that very well is what I'm picking up, not coming from him. But then with that comes July or the 7th of a month, as a very significant, again, a date.
Well, July is my birth month, and July is when we met.
Okay, hun. Okay, perfect. Okay, beautiful. Okay. Now, in all transparency, I didn't even know when your birthday was, nor did I know when you met. So it's like I keep telling him, give me more. I need more. I need to know, and she needs to know this is you. And then that's when he said mention July. So this is his way of wanting to make sure that that we know that this is him. It's not surprising me that I'm having a hard time hearing him, being that his passing's been fairly new. But
Today's 4 weeks.
Today is literally 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Holy shit, my friend. Okay. Everything happens for a reason, huh? Everything happens for a reason. That would be why. Okay, hun. Okay, hun. He keeps saying, I didn't see it coming. Now, I don't know what happened in the accident, but he just keeps feeling like it came out of nowhere and not his fault. Does that make sense to you?
That would be good if it wasn't. Yeah, it does.
Okay. Are they still trying to do the investigation with this accident?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. There were 2 witnesses. He just keeps mentioning 2 eyewitnesses, 2 witnesses. Now I feel like one of them may have come forward and we're waiting for the other, or both of them have not. It's like we need more, if that makes sense. Have they had anyone come forward yet?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
Just the person in the car.
Okay. And that might be what he's trying to show me, is just the one, but we were waiting for another. And I know it's a he said, she said,
Yeah.
type of deal. So for me, this is good news too, and it shows me too the way he's coming in is that the other eyewitness, who I feel like they may have this already, but sometimes I think they hold back from sharing because it's an ongoing, investigation. But he said he literally just said, goodbye to you. Like just had texted you or said goodbye. He's like, it literally was not long after.
Yeah, it was like 15 minutes after he left the house. 20 minutes.
Oh, honey. Okay. He damn it. He he keeps showing me the driver. Is this a female?
Yeah.
Okay. He showed me the female, but then he showed me the female driver with the phone. So, and there's an emphasis on they need to see her phone. She was distracted as well. There was something else going on there. I don't know if you know if they've taken hers or not, but
I don't know.
I have a feeling they did, or at least they've looked into it.
I would think so.
Yeah, and I feel like that's why he keeps emphasizing that he didn't see this coming and this was not his fault. He one thing he keeps emphasizing too, that I feel is how just how quickly this happened and how quickly that he was here and then how quickly he crosses over. There is a feeling of well, the way he's putting it is that he was resuscitated. There was a moment of where he was still in his physical body, but felt nothing. Just over and over, I felt nothing.
Yeah, they said he passed on impact.
Okay, okay. He says, damn it, I should have put it on. Did he not have the helmet on?
He did.
Did he have it on right? Because he's
Yes.
like showing me that, okay.
He did.
Okay. What does he mean by that? He's like, I should have put it on.
I don't know.
The only thing I can think of is protective gear. Hang on, let me see more. Sorry, oh gosh, I don't want to go into detail, Hen, but he's showing me that a lot of this, I mean, I know the head, but something to the blow to the chest. So, and that's where he's saying I should have put it on, almost like a feeling of that he, oh, I know what this is. Okay. Hang on, he's showing, okay. Yeah. It is, it's something of the chest area. Was that the main part of his injuries, Hun?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, his head and his face were great.
Okay. Okay. He said you weren't a fan of that motorcycle, though. He keeps saying you weren't a fan.
I hated it.
Yeah, he's and he just over and over is I just keep hearing him say and again it's his humor. He's like even though that it's such a serious moment and being so sad, but his humor over and over is how it's almost like he wants to tell all the men, listen to your wives, right? They know best. He's like, just, don't ignore them. And then he kind of, where there's a very interesting laugh that just came from him. Almost like, okay, I might age myself, but almost like a very Pee Wee Herman kind of laugh. It was almost like he was kind of forced. It was pretty hilarious. He um, he said that he knew and had maybe even mentioned this to you through the 8 years of being together that he didn't feel like he would make it, to grow old. He was just like he
He
keeps
said
saying,
that all the time.
yeah,
Yeah, he said
yeah.
it all the time.
He says, I told you, babe. I just heard that I told you, babe. But
Yeah, he said it all the
this is not the way he wanted to go out, hun. This was not. Obviously, he just, and it's like I tell people that the soul knows. It's so crazy. The soul knows when our time is coming, and they may start to prepare beforehand without knowing it
Yeah.
until after, and he just keeps going over and over that he knew he wouldn't he wouldn't live to grow old. It's he wishes, he just keeps saying he wishes so much he would have married you. He keeps saying, I wish I would have. There even though that the two of you were so connected and as if you were married, it's like, well, he says it was just a piece of paper, which is what I always say too, but there's also a feeling of where he wishes he would have, so he could have taken care of you while he's now in spirit. He wants to thank boy, he really loves your kids. He wants to mention the kids, and I know it's not easy to be a step parent or a stepchild, but he keeps wanting to thank them for stepping up, and they've really been trying to step up to help you, especially I just heard the name, I saw my son. My son's name is Braxton. So I don't know unless you have one of your kids has the name like that.
My grandkids are Paxton and Jackson.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he
Perfect.
loved
Yes.
them.
Yes, he does. Yep. See, I didn't even know you had grandbabies. So there you go. Yeah. Are they both boys? Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That makes more sense because my son has two boys, which are my only two grandsons. So he's very much, and even though of course they're grandbabies and they may be little, but even just so grateful that you have them to brighten up your day, and grandbabies do that.
Yeah, they stayed the night with us at least once a week, every week.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Remember earlier I talked about the month of March? I'm getting it again. And so one of your grandbabies have a connection with March? Because right when we started talking about the kids, it came up again.
No.
I wonder if he's wanting to bring the number 3. Do you have a 3-year-old? Or
No.
the third of a month? Why is he so fixated on this? Let me see if I can get more with that. Oh. Okay. Well, I just saw more. immediately, he's getting a little impatient with me, and I got it. I kept thinking, what is March so known for? Well, March is known for St. Patrick's Day. So this very well has got to be a connection with either the name Patrick or specifically that day, or green beer. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of.
Not that I know of.
Has his dad passed?
No.
Okay. Why isn't he letting this go? It's like there's such a feeling of like, usually I can push it out of the way, but it's like he's not letting me push it out of the way. Hang on. Give me more, sir. All right. Well, I'm gonna make him have to wait on that one, and maybe Melanie or any of the fam that's on might be able to help. But I have a feeling that I have a feeling that's Matt wanting to talk about someone else
Maybe.
that we're just not quite connecting with. So unless you have any kind of like Irish connection, that's the only other St. Patrick's Day thing I can think of.
No.
Okay. Oh, hang on. I think I know what this is, and I know I don't see color when I channel. I very rarely see color. And anytime a soul is fairly new, such as him, they'll try to use numbers or dates to connect with certain things, colors. And that's why I kept thinking, what the hell is March? Well, that's St. Patrick's Day. Well, immediately we go to the color green. There's such an emphasis on it's the accident about the light being green. I know it's the weirdest shit that he's trying to show me, but immediately he just kept taking me to the emphasis of that day. So whether there's a question about if there was a green light or ran a red light, does that make sense?
He was like 6 blocks from the light.
Okay.
Or he had just gone through a green light. He was 2 blocks from the other light that he'd gone through.
So did someone turn in front of him?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah, somebody made a left-hand turn in front of him.
okay.
Just on a side street.
Gotcha. Okay.
They
Gotcha.
went to the light.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Like he's his own detective right now. It's so interesting. Well, and we might have to find out later, but there's such a feeling of that even that light he went through, and I don't even know why it's so interesting. I don't think I've ever had a soul do it this way, but that green light, that light he showed, I know that oftentimes they have cameras, on major lights, but it's even the feeling of that is going to be part of what helps for him to be, for the story to be told the truth, I guess, if you will. And we're probably going to have to wait, obviously, until after everything comes out. But he just keeps saying, again, check the phone, but check that light. And it has to be the fact that that intersection, wherever it was that he was, okay, Matt. He keeps he loves to boy, now I'm in your bedroom. I know this sounds creepy, but he loves to be in the room. He's showing me there's such a connection you feel with him there. And even the feeling of laying on his side of the bed, or even a feeling of not wanting to, but he just keeps saying, I'm there, but he shows me standing right next to you. He he said you snore. He goes, oh, she snores.
That's
Do
what
you
he
snore?
says. Sometimes. So does he.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's like a funny thing where you guys would kind of even, argue about it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, she snores.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, you should hear it. You should hear it. He said he'll wake the dead. So
That's what he used to say.
well, he said it again, my friend.
Yeah. Because he
His
thinks
way.
he doesn't snore, but he does.
Yep. I love it. I love it. He's very what I tell people to pay attention to with his signs, if you will, is smell. He loves to leave that scent. So his cologne, this is where if someone smokes cigarettes and you'll smell, smoke. But there's such a feeling that I keep smelling very musky smell. And I can't pinpoint what exactly it is, but if you ever start to smell that out of nowhere, it's like his way of wanting to let you know he's right there. He says, babe, I am in that dream. I am in that dream. And have you been struggling to dream of him?
Yeah.
He just keeps saying it and over, and I am there. I am in that dream. Which I tell people too that, when we are very heavy in grief, it's such a thick energy that it's so hard to quiet our mind to where we can even remember a dream. I mean, it's already hard to remember dreams sometimes anyways, but when we get to that point of relaxing our mind and being able to get into that higher state of consciousness, you will remember the visits that he's doing, and without a doubt. He in the meantime, it's like he wants to make sure you know that he is not left, and that's where that smell comes in. He it's even like I don't even know what I don't even think I even know what he looks like, even though I've known you for a bit, but there's something about he's laughing about the beard and he keeps doing this. Did he have facial hair?
Yeah.
Okay.
He did have some. He was pretty scruffy sometimes.
But yeah, okay. But he's like, I get to grow it out, and then he keeps doing this. So if there's something about the two of you and you not liking it, or he's like giving you crap that he's gonna grow it out now. And it can even be the scruffiness where you didn't like it, but he's kind of going, yeah, I get to grow this.
He's so rough.
I love it. He's so full of humor. It's kind of funny the way he's the way he's coming in.
Or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Um, he says that you you are I'm trying to understand what he's saying. You are okay. He said he would often tell you that that you are nothing like he's ever met or been with. He keeps saying that he could never pull one past you. He keeps saying like you were very sharp. He keeps saying you were very sharp. You would know. And he loved that about you. Loved that about you. But he loved to tease you about your blondness. Did he ever tease you about your blonde hair?
Not necessarily my blonde hair.
Okay. Your ditziness?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. I felt like that's where he was going. Now, this is not me, and it's him. So I'm always like, don't get mad at me. But he's like giving you so much razz and teasing, but yet he's also saying that you were so damn smart and so just quick-witted, and that you were such a challenge, and it was what he loved about you, is what he loved. He wants you to please continue the traditions. He's so adamant that you not stop them, the traditions that you had together, the traditions you had with your family, especially this time of year, hon, especially this time of year. He also he doesn't want anyone making a fuss over him, and then he shows me just like a celebration of life, not some big huge hurrah. But have you guys had a chance to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Did you do a celebration of life?
Yeah, it was more of a celebration of life than a funeral.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Did you know that's what he wanted or would have wanted?
I did know he didn't want something big.
Okay. Okay. So the way I'm interpreting this is that everything you did was exactly what he would have wanted, and to not worry and not to stress and wonder, did I honor him the way that he would want to be? Did I do what he loved? He loves what was made for him by the kids, and even if it's the grandbabies, but I'm feeling it very homemade, I guess, I don't know how else to put it. Did the kids draw anything for him?
No, not since he's passed.
Okay, that's okay.
But they did a video for him for his birthday in October.
Ah, perfect. Okay. What's his birthday in October, hon?
The 26th.
26th. Okay. I'm still trying to figure out what the heck this other number is he gave me. Blue and white. I don't see colors, but now I'm seeing blue and white balloons. Blue and white balloon. I don't know why blue and white, but blue and white balloons. immediately my mind goes to whether, unless you let off balloons, but
So
did he like football?
no. I mean, he did not like it, but no.
Wasn't
was
like a
foot-
favorite team. Okay.
No.
Why? Oh, hang on. Can you have more grandbabies?
Can I?
Yes.
Maybe.
Can
one
your
day.
can your children have more babies? I guess I should say.
They can. They're not right now. But in the future they can.
Okay. I want you to keep in mind. I know now. Okay. I want you to keep in mind the month of March as the connection he's shown me again of the announcement of a new baby coming in. Now, I don't ever question babies, but earlier I couldn't understand why he kept wanting to talk about the 2 and 1, which I know you had the miscarriage, but there's an emphasis on that one. So I want you to keep in mind that March. And boy, lots of boys around because there's that very strong emphasis of blue. So you might very well have another grandson coming, hun.
Nice. One day.
So just watch for that. Okay. How do you connect with 19 now? He showed me 19, 19.
I don't know.
But I feel like this isn't him. So I'm actually going in a different direction. So whether this might be maybe dad, but hang on. Let me see if I can get more of who this might be. Nope, nope, it's female. I was just saying if Melanie might know, or why the 19 is a significant date, which would be even 2019 takes me back, what, 6 years ago? How old are your grandbabies, then?
5 and 6.
Okay.
7.
Okay. Okay. One of them born in 2019?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Okay. He showed me the 19, but then he took me to your grandsons, your grandbabies. So, boy, you're right. He wants to talk about those boys.
He loved those boys.
Oh yeah. I see what he's, okay. I don't care if it's the one that was born in 2019. Mel just commented.
Melanie's right. We do have a grandma that's birthday is June 19th. And she did pass in
2019. That's the female. Hey, beautiful. I'm like, this is a female. This is your grandma. Okay. Just very much an emphasis on her being with him. But I feel like she is doing a lot of helping, as I've mentioned to people, where souls will come in and they will give their energy to help this soul come in as well. So she said, "Oh, you in for it now? Grandma's here." I love it. I love it. Well, and I really felt like someone was helping Matt come forward, and I just couldn't quite tell who, which is beautiful because it's her way of giving her energy to help him come forward. And one thing that I love is, again, that even the emphasis on the children, and even the feeling of this other grandbaby coming would be such a big thing. I feel coming from your grandma, and matter of fact, I feel it very much coming from her. Um, who? Dory. I just heard a name like Doreen or Darlene, Maureen, like E-N-E at the end. Colleen. I know it's not 2 syllables.
Colleen is my dad's ex-wife that passed.
Oh, Colleen. Okay. Ah, okay. How weird would it be for her to be here, huh?
Super weird.
But you hit it right on the head. So, why she's here, I'm not sure. I'll see if I can get more. Maybe it's just a matter of making her presence known. Grandma would have loved Matt, she said. She loved the boys in general. I love that.
Oh.
Well, no wonder why I'm seeing blue everywhere.
She did.
No wonder why. I love it. Well, then it would make sense why she's showing me another grandson.
Yeah.
I love it. I can't help but wonder if you're feeling and hearing Colleen is just validating Dad being here, which it doesn't mean they're together, but it could be just where that's why that came in. I think I might have your dad, only because I know I've channeled him before, and very familiar that father just came in. But the vision that I have, it's actually very beautiful, and is your dad with his arm around your husband and up around, the top of his shoulders. And I just keep hearing, I'll take care of him. I'll take care of him. Your dad really would have loved him. There's a feeling of that almost they're a lot alike too. Did I lose her? Oh crap, I did. Hang on. Oh, hang on.
There we are.
Okay, that was weird.
Yeah. Was that your fingers? It was probably me.
Okay, I thought, all right, we're already getting weird shit going on.
I think it was me.
No, I was saying on the vision though of what I have of your dad is literally with his arm around Matt, and then there's such a feeling of how much he would have, loved him, but also how they're so similar. There's a feeling of them being a lot alike. In whatever way that may be. When they say sometimes you marry your dad or you marry your mother, that's kind of the feeling he's given me. How old were you when your dad passed, hon?
22.
Okay. So you obviously have memories of Dad for sure. Oh shit, it is you. You have a big milestone birthday coming or just passed?
Just passed.
Just
Yeah.
passed. Yep, you did.
One in 50 came with a bang.
Yep. Yep.
One for the books.
Right. I'm sure, hon. Absolutely. Wait, I've got dad, I've got grandma, I've got Matt, but now the number 15 is coming up. So again, more numbers, but 15th of a month, 2015. January 5th.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Just, yeah, keep that one in mind for sure, hon. I know dates are always hard for me too. Every time you cough, I keep feeling Matt, it's like his energy comes in stronger. And I can't help but feel it's his way of just wanting to be there to take care of you, you know. And do you drink hot toddies? Why am I saying a hot toddy?
Not really. I drink hot tea.
Or hot tea. Okay, perfect. I kind of laugh because I don't drink hot toddies either, but my husband swears by them. But it's like he's wanting to make sure that you do this, take care of you, and handing this to you. So he wants you to make sure to incorporate, and I don't know if you've done this already or you've thought about this, but he's placing himself, this is such a weird vision, on your tree. So even something that was made for you in memory of him, but it's like he wants to make sure that he's included, and it's very well ornament based. So he wants you to make sure to put that on the tree. So maybe, God, I hope I didn't ruin a surprise, but you may be getting something like that. So, or maybe you already have.
I have an ornament with his name on it, but I don't have it on the tree right now. It's in a box.
Ah, okay. All right, my friend. Well, get it on the dang tree is what he's saying. This is why he's I want you to to celebrate, to not which I know it's hard to do, so it's hard for me to even share this message, but he's not wanting for you to not celebrate these times, that he doesn't want for his death to put you in that mindset of not wanting to celebrate. And that's why he keeps saying, put me on the tree, you know. And again, I had no idea that you had this ornament. So this is his way of just validating he knows about this and to do this. So wanting to be a part of that, and that being where you will connect with him, he will connect with you and the kids. He's, I don't know if this is for you or someone else, but since his passing, he's laughing because he loves to mess with your dog. There's something going on with the dog. It's not a cat, it is a dog. Do you have a dog?
Yep, I have 2.
Okay. He loves to fuck with the dogs, is what he's saying.
Maybe that's why they bark all the time.
Absolutely. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I heard of dog. Oh my God, that's right. I heard your dog barking. 1,000%, but it's been ever since his passing. So he's like, I'm there and I'm messing with the damn dog, or dogs, literally teasing them. Please watch for, oh, Okay. Because he hasn't really been on the other side very long, sometimes these signs are very typical, but they're also ones that I feel spirit likes to leave, and it's very much, he's very coin oriented. I am just seeing coins everywhere. So you finding dimes, pennies, whatever it may be. He's trying to give you those simple signs, but you may be questioning if that is really him. So please watch for those. Was he cremated, hon?
Yes.
Yes. He would love for you to put those in a ring, because he keeps showing me that ring again. And I'm laughing because it's like a ring pop again, but he's like showing where he feels that and this is him, not me, but the chance he missed of doing this and having that commitment while he was here, wanting for you to keep him as close as you can to your heart, which I don't know if many people know this, but your ring finger on your left hand is the reason we wear it on the left is because there is a direct artery that goes right to the heart from that ring finger. So if you've been, maybe it's something you've been thinking about, or maybe it's not, but it's like he just keeps showing putting that there. So keep that in mind. He says he just keeps saying, go on the damn trip. I don't know what this means.
I'm going on a trip with Melanie in January. She might not know it yet, but I'm going.
Oh, surprise!
Surprise! I'm going.
Shit. I hope I didn't ruin a surprise.
Yeah, we had mentioned it, but yeah, no, I think I'm going.
Oh, she just said yes.
Like, tell Hattie it's a road trip.
Oh, I love it. Where are you guys gonna go?
I think Florida.
Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. Well,
Anywhere.
Yeah. Amen, sister. Anywhere warm.
Anywhere here.
Yeah. Well, that's why he's like, go on the damn trip, because he knows that maybe it's been something you've been kind of contemplating and kind of humming and hawing about. So,
or we're going to California.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, California, Florida's the main. Go on both of them.
Somewhere.
Somewhere warm and away from Utah. I love it. Well, when you go on that trip, my friend, I have no doubt that this man will be right there with you. No doubt. Please watch for the coins. I know it's a very common sign, but there's something he's just like so adamant that that's him. And I always laugh, say it's like pennies from heaven, but there's something very connected to that. He was showing me a little bit of, it was very brief, very bird oriented, which again is a common sign, but it went away. And for me, that's leaving behind feathers. So maybe watch for that as well. These two signs very common, but he's very much connected in that way with these two signs. Hang on, I just saw something else. All right, now what are you showing me? This is actually for you and Melanie and your sister Stephanie. I feel this got to be Dad, but that oh, even that March time. Okay, March. Again, that March may be this now too. So by the end of first quarter, which is March of next year, I'll see things in quarters. that the any in any issues that are going on now with Dad, and everything that's been going on with him and the remains or whatever it may be, it's like this is finally a resolution. So watch for
Wow.
that to come. Yeah, there's something about the timing.
March is sometime.
Yeah. It's like Dad wanting to give you all a feeling of relief that there is, a light at the end of the tunnel,
Good.
Yeah, very, very good. Okay. I'm just seeing if there's anything else that I'm missing here. If there's anything else that I want them to make sure that they come through with. Okay. I started to taste something and I thought, great, what is this they're trying to come through with? And sometimes I'll get things that taste like what they loved or a connection with them, but I can't put my finger on what this is. Hang on, I'm going to see if I can try. Do you know what this is? It's very much like gingerbread flavored. It's like what do they call it? Like a spice, cinnamon and nutmeg. And do you know why I'd be tasting that? This reminds me of gingerbread.
No,
Okay.
I just made some spice things for a drink for
When
Christmas,
did
but
when did you do that?
I just made them 2 weeks ago.
As gifts to give out?
Yeah.
Okay. They have like the cinnamon and all of that stuff in it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, you hit it right on the head, my friend. It's the shit that I don't know anything about and I would not know.
Spices, yeah.
Yep, it's Matt's way of going, I was there. Weird as this sounds, that he was right next to you as you were making this stuff. And it's also his way of loving that you are doing the best you can to try to get through the holidays and to still do the things that you love to do, even in the heavy grief that you're in, hon. This is why he's bringing this up. Of just standing there watching you and just mesmerized by you. The way he's coming through is just how he loved to sit and just watch, and wants you to just pay attention. When you have those feelings or you get kind of like goosebumps or you feel like maybe you just saw him walk past, that it is him, that it, very, very present with you in the home. And like I said earlier, very much when you go to bed at night, how close he feels to be right there next to you, and to lay on his side of the bed. I think that's, something that he shows me that may still smell like him, and it's like not wanting to let that go.
Yeah,
Right?
I have some of his hoodies in the bed.
Perfect. That's the smell. That's what he keeps saying, is the smell. I love it. Mel said he loved to take pictures of you, always watching you. And that's exactly, he's like, I just sit back and watch. I just want to watch. And I'll tell you, honey, you have a very beautiful guardian angel on the other side. I know he is, and I don't throw that out there loosely. I never do. There's just such an emphasis on him never wanting to leave, and the two of you having such a beautiful soul contract together and that can never be broken, ever. So regardless of whatever happens in the future with your life, that the two of you will always have that bond forever. And I always tell everybody that they want us to be at peace, because if we can't be at peace, he can't be at peace. And I know for a fact that he just wants you to remember the good times and how much he loved you, and the stupid jokes. I mean, like the dumb jokes he keeps showing me,
He has a lot of them.
Yeah. These things that, he just showed me. See, now I'm getting things popping in kind of like random. I thought I lost him. He loves that you have the recording. Do you have his voice still recorded?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He loves it, and he's laughing. He's all of all things, but it helps you to stay connected to him, right? Without a doubt. And I love that. Before we, I know I kept you on a lot longer, but that's his fault.
He's a talker.
I could tell. Once I finally got him to finally come in.
He'll talk to anyone and everyone all night and all day.
Oh my gosh. I love it. I love it. It reminds me of how my dad was. My dad never met a stranger, ever.
No, neither did Matt.
Yeah. I love it. No matter what it was, he could strike up a conversation and just even bullshit his way through it if he had to.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was Matt.
Yeah, I love it. So I want to just do this one last thing for you, hon. And this really is coming from that, being that, it's hard sometimes for souls to communicate. So they'll use the cards to give us, visual communication. And this talking to heaven deck is a perfect way of doing that. So what I need from you is one number between 1 and 44.
13.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, I am going to find this in the book, and then I will show you the message. Okay. All right. I can't help it. Like, even this picture, now obviously I don't know Matt, but this picture just it just connects with his energy. I don't know how else to put it, but, and of course I'll take a picture and send this to him, but, so the message says, "It is beautiful where I am." And I'll show you kind of the picture, like the mountains and the lake and, just all the trees. I don't know if he loved to be outdoors, or was an outdoorsy person.
He was.
Yeah. Like, this is his version of heaven, is what he keeps showing me. This is, it's beautiful where I am.
And the Red Rocks.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, all right. So the message says, "It is beautiful where I am. I wish that for just a moment I could share my world with you. This heavenly realm is beyond description. It is where colors, hues, and patterns of all different types sing and come alive. Here there is a brilliant light that permeates everything, and everything in turn is filled with indescribable joy. Here you suddenly become aware that you are connected to everything. There is no anger or hardness in this world. Those emotions have been replaced with overwhelming peace and joy. It is love at its finest. It is heaven, the place where I will be waiting to greet you one day." Oh, told you. You guys have that. You have that contract. Yep. And when your time comes, which will be many, many, many years down the road, my friend, that
good.
He'll be right there ready to greet you.
Melanie's right. That picture, he's at my dad's bench.
Oh my
Him and I used to go there, and it was one of his favorite places to take me.
Oh my gosh. That's exactly. I can't help but feel this is from Dad too, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that's right at the lake, by like the Fish Lake, kind of the,
Yeah.
oh my gosh. See, it's always good to have someone else here, huh? It can be so overwhelming that we just kind of get tunnel vision, but oh, Mel, I love that. Absolutely.
right.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
And I can't help but feel like that is exactly why she wanted to make sure that we pulled one of these cards, you know, so that you knew. So every time you go and you visit your dad's bench, that you know Matt will be right there too, you know, and you can have that connection with both of them. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Well, I hope this gave you a little bit of peace for the holidays, hon.
Thank you. Yes.
You're so welcome, honey. And I just sending you so much of my love and light and healing energy and strength. Anything you need, you know, I'll send it your way.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome, honey. Well, you try to have a Merry Christmas, Kay, and surround yourself with all of that amazing crowd and tribe of people that messaged me. I think it's amazing. Very loved.
Yeah, I am grateful. I
Very
am
much.
lucky. I have good people in my life. I have a good support system.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Very blessed, honey. Well, you have a Merry Christmas, hun, and I'll send you all this pictures and all this stuff. And like I said, this will be on YouTube if you want to go back and watch, or anyone else
Great.
wants to go. Okay.
Great. Thank you.
Okay. All right, hun. You're welcome. We'll talk to you later.
Bye. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, honey. Okay, bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.